So for the beam, actually what I did is I created a geometry. Let's make a line in there. Make it quite high. Like this. Right. Let's make a, maybe a little bit higher. Let's make a carve. And with the carve, you can see we can sort of animate it in. And we want it to hit on frame. Let's show our geometry. Okay, so on frame 17, it actually has the impact. So I guess on frame 16, we want it to be impacted. And then a couple of frames before it, it should sort of start firing. Oh, by the way, it should be the other way around, of course. So like that. And then from there on out, we can animate the second view. And then maybe in 4 frames, animate it in. Right. Let's do a polywire. Polywire is going to add geometry to our line. Make it a little bit thinner. Something like that. Okay, and I call this, I guess, beam. Let's hide it. We're not going to render this. Let's make another light. And also, by the way, let's put our lights in one place maybe. So we have sort of, so we didn't use this for rendering. So let's use the sun and color code it to be red or something. Okay, we do use this one. Just call this something like that. Okay, make another light. And leave this one at the center. Let's go to light, area light, and let's make it, instead of a rectangle, let's make it a mesh light. And what do we want for the mesh? We want the beam. So then our geometry, our beam, is going to be a mesh light. And let's call this beam light. Like that. Let's do temperature. Let's turn up volume contribution scale. And let's see what this looks like. So go to render view. Let's press render. Let's turn off yeah, that's basically what we're using for the sort of the beam. We're adding another light down there later as well. Might do that right now anyway. Gonna need to work on our samples later because this is of course kind of noisy. Okay, let's make another light. And that one's gonna be sphere light. Let's put it somewhere around there. Let's make it a lot smaller. Let's put it inside of our gap. Right, something like that. Turn on volume contribution scale, temperature. Let's have a look. Okay, so we don't want it to be visible, so let's turn that off. So we get something like this. And what we want for that one is we want to sort of flicker a little bit. As you can see here, we have the intensity multiplier that essentially allows us to sort of turn up and down our intensity. So I guess let's make it a little bit lower. Let's right click on this, go to motion effects, and then go to noise. And then we'll add a noise to that. Let's turn down the period. That's basically the speed in which it will sort of do its thing. Now if we go to our frames, see this flickers up and down. Maybe we want to increase the amplitude for that. Yeah, so then we have that thing as well. Again, this is not the final one, which you can see, but just pointing it out there, because I'm generally, when I'm like, I make a shot, then when I want to do it to a course, I generally start recording the tutorial part before I finish the final thing. But at the point where I kind of know that is going to be basically what the final thing is going to be, aside from some tweaks. So that's the case with this thing. So yeah, that's the basic materials and light. Let's start shading our pyro, because I mean that's quite an important part, right? So let's start adding that one.